Once again, I am giving this in a pictorial form, which is attenuation is always given with the letter alpha, and alpha is nothing but 10 by L. Ante L means the length of the fiber and P out by Pn, which is the attenuation. And the previous class we discussed that the attenuation is nothing but loss is due to absorption. So due to absorption means due to absorption means some of the energy is absorbed inside the fiber. So these absorptions are of two types. So one is intrinsic and one is extrinsic. So what is intrinsic means because of the base materials. So because of the base materials, that is silicon and germanium. So these are the base materials. Because of that, some attenuation loss is observed. Similarly, extrinsic means some of the alloys were added, some materials are added to get some additional advantages. So similarly, because of bowl preparations, while manufacturing, the materials inside that particular vessels and all may be added into the glass preparative materials. Therefore, some ionic losses and metal ions and OH ions are formed. Because of that, we have the extrinsic absorptions. So attenuation is mainly because of absorption, scattering, and geometric effects. In the scattering, we have again some Rayleigh scattering, Ney scattering, and Brownian scattering and Raman scattering. So these are all various scatterings. So now I will continue this. Already in the previous class we discussed that. However, based on its importance, once again I will repeat this. So absorption. So material absorption, we clearly observe that can be divided into two categories. So one is intrinsic absorption, the other one is the extrinsic. The intrinsic absorption is nothing but because of so 1 minute. So intrinsic absorption is depend on the corresponding absorption by the fused silica. So metal used to make the fibers. So similarly, we have extrinsic absorption. So this extrinsic absorption is because of losses caused by the impurities within the silica. So whenever we see some glasses which is intrinsic absorption because of the molecules here, silica SiO2 molecules, the electronic resonance occurs in the ultraviolet region, that is less than lambda less than 0.4 micrometers. When you see here, the two graphs are, we are here showing this two graphs. If you see particularly lambda less than 4 micrometers and infrared region above lambda 1.7 micrometers. So this is the infrared region of absorptions, this region. So this region, infrared absorption region. Whereas this region is nothing but the less than 0.4 lambda micrometers. So it was not given in this particular graph. However, this is less than. So this is nothing but ultraviolet absorptions. So based on lambda variations, the signal wavelength, the photon energy when incident in the crystal lattice. So crystal lattice means here is the fiber cores made up of with glass. Then photon of energy. Already last class I explained that photon of energy, h nu of energy is incident. Then that energy is absorbed when the lambda is less than 0.4 micrometers and also lambda at 1.7. These two regions are ultraviolet absorption region and also infrared absorption regions. So more particularly here, one more graph is given. So this is nothing but the materials, exact some materials are there. So those materials, how the materials will see how the materials will here some materials. So low loss fiber doesn't by itself mean that a material is suitable for a fiber. However, some of the properties, that is mechanical strength, ability to fabricate the fiber, and index of refraction and its control, help to determine the good materials, manufacturing materials for the low loss fibers. Those some materials are nothing but here halide glasses materials. So in the previous class we discussed some of the materials. So that's why there I given only one or two, just one slide, and I skipped that actually. Now here we can see BFL2, zinc, calcium, ZnCl2, and also single component, some As2, S3, GAS2. These are all some materials. Similarly, multi-component chalcoclonide glasses, mixtures of arsenic, germanium, phosphorus, selenium, and delenium. So multi-component chalcoclonide glasses. Similarly, heavy metal glasses, heavy metal oxides, Ze, some GeSO2, germanium oxide, Sb, bismuth oxide, selenium oxide, and so these L2O3, these are all some of the heavy metal oxides. Similarly, polycrystalline materials such as alkyl halides, so AgCl and AgBr and selenium. So these are all some materials which are used for the IR, that is infrared materials. So KrS5. So these are all some materials. So which are used for our material absorptions, particularly in the intrinsic regions. So this particular graph shows that. So here loss in dB in the, here it is, in the top you can observe this 0.4 to 10 wavelength. So here it is wavelength. So 0.4 micrometers to 10 micrometer. In the top we have a scale, that is wavelength scale. So loss scale here, loss scale is here. So you can see the photon of energy. So this one is nothing but photon of energy. So nu is equal to h nu is equal to energy, so EV, electron volts. So some right to left, this value is crystalline low, yes, from right to left, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5 electron volts EV. So that energy of photon versus loss, you can see here. Similarly, wavelength versus loss, these are the two, all the three in the one graph here. So less than 0.4, so nothing is here given here. So after that, you can see, after that, you have absorption in the UV region and absorption in the ultraviolet region. Absorption in the ultraviolet region. So in between, there is another graph is given here, that is scattering losses, and we will discuss later in this class only. So we will discuss. So one more point. After that, so we have some absorptions because of extrinsic absorption. So extrinsic absorption is nothing but related to losses due to impurities in the silica. So impurities in the silica means nothing but some ferrous, cobalt, copper, and chromium, and manganese, nickel. So these are all various possibilities of materials that can be added in the while manufacturing the glass. So these are all extrinsic absorptions prone to that absorption due to these materials. So these absorptions strongly in the wavelength range of 0.6 to 1.6 micrometers, which is our region. Actual our operative region is in between these 0.6 to 1.6 micrometers. So however, we will check it. So at what exactly what wavelength these values are stronger, and we will check it. So however, this dB, that is loss attenuation, is below 1 dB per km. However, it is very huge value. That means the impurity levels should be less than 1 part per million. So otherwise, these values, these absorption losses are very high. So this is one more graph which shows the absorption versus losses versus wavelength. So here, one more point here we have to, if we go on deep into the absorptions, we have OH ion materials, OH ions. So actually, these hydrogen effects are also very crucial in this absorption, hydrogen effects. So hydrogen gas is like that. So where is the hydrogen gas inside this fiber? So very interestingly, you can see when it is exposed to hydrogen gas. So clearly I mentioned here, when it is exposed to hydrogen gas means where it is, and because of for the fiber strength and all, external jock is there. So the external jock is nothing but steel cable strength membranes are available. So these strength membranes are filled with jelly to avoid friction and all. So some grease like materials are added, and also if it exposed to heat or some dirt and anything, some bacteria also can be produced inside that. So these are all sources of producing hydrogen gas inside the fiber material. So very interestingly. So okay. So similarly, these hydrogen either can interact with the glass to produce hydroxyl ions. So hydroxyl ions that can be produced, and these hydroxyl ions will absorb more energy, optical energy, Hν of energy. So when ion is very bigger in size, when the hydrogen ion is there, that means it will absorb still more energy, OH ion. Hydroxyl ion is nothing but OH ions. So that's why already I show this material, this particular glass components for single component, multi-component, and we have heavy metal oxides. These are all some materials which we go for used for the manufacturing, for the low loss fibers. So one more point here in this material absorption is so here the presence of water vapor is very crucial point. So external absorption, hydrogen gas. So one more point is water vapor. So this vibrational resonance of OH ions occurs nearly 2.73 micrometers. Vibrational resonance of the OH means, what is the vibrational resonance? So here I will try to explain with the help of this blackboard. Rajarao, ఉన్నావమ్మా? రాజారావు
సార్
ఒకసారి బోర్డు చూసి చెప్పు నాకు. ఈ బోర్డు కనపడుతుందా? ఇక్కడ మనం చాక్ పీస్ తో రాసే బోర్డు ఉంది. ఇది మార్కర్ బోర్డు.
సార్ కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఒకసారి చెప్పు నాకు. అంటే క్లియర్ గా ఉందో లేదో చెప్పు ఒకసారి చూసి.
విజిబుల్ గా ఉంది సార్.
బాగా కనపడుతుంది. నాకు ఇక్కడ కొంచెం గ్లాస్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, నాకు తెలియట్లేదు. నీకు బాగా కనపడుతుంది? ఇది
కనబడుతుంది సార్.
పెన్సిల్ మనం స్కేల్ ఇట్లా రాస్తేనేమో ఇది వైట్ చాక్ తో రాస్తే ట్రై చేద్దాం. ఇది అయితే కనుక ఎలా వస్తుందో చూద్దాం. రైట్.
ఓకే.
Here I would like to explain the vibrational. That means very important one is when some thermal energy is given, some thermal energy or hν of energy. So these are some sort of energies. Whenever these energies are there, this is similar to the thermal noise. What I am saying is not nothing new in it. It is similar to the thermal noise. So whenever the crystal lattice having some periodic arrangement of atoms, so whenever hν of energy is given to that, or some thermal energy is there, therefore because of this energy the internal energy of the material is increases. So the energy is localized, thermal energy or something localized. So because of localization, in some part of area we have high thermal energy, in some other part maybe some lower values, lower temperature values or lower thermal energies. So whenever there is some thermal energy is there, thermal agitation occurs. This is, it can be observed very clearly when you see the steam comes in from a water. So water lo మనం ఒకన వెయిట్ చేసినప్పుడు the bubbles are coming out from the water. So why that bubbles are coming out means because of that water molecules are vibrating, and they are vibrating and occurs. So because it is a liquid, we are observing some bubbles. Whereas in the solid, what happens? These materials in this the crystalline structure, some localized areas, part of some unit cell we considered, they are vibrating. So that is called thermal vibrationals. And vibrating and resonance occurs. Why it is called as resonance means at a particular localized area, because this thermal energy, this particular region now will oscillate. Now because of this oscillation, so we can see some resonance condition, and whatever the oscillation properties, those properties are everything is available there, here also applicable here also. So therefore this thermal agitation or thermal resonance of the OH ion, so that is the point of the OH ion. So OH ion is there, so this OH ion now vibrating. So because of that the energy loss is somewhat increases. So while vibrating, it will impart the energy to the other neighboring ion or neighboring crystal structure. So this is also increases the local disturbance. So this occur at 2.73 micrometers, wavelength of 2.73 micrometers. And this explanation is holds good in the next classes, next topics also. Whenever we discuss about the hν of energy incident on the material and some thermal agitation or resonance because of energy resonance, so these all the same explanation is holds good. So fine. So can I explain this again or is it okay? Thermal resonance అనే దానికి నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం ట్రై చేస్తాను. ఇక్కడ మీకు అర్థమైందండి? పిల్లలు మాట్లాడండి ఎవరన్నా. రోల్ నెంబర్ 1. రోల్ నెంబర్ 1. రోల్ నెంబర్ 1.
సార్
ఏ విన్నావా పాఠం? విన్నావా? ఇది థర్మల్ రెజొనెన్స్ కండిషన్ విన్నావా?
సార్
అర్థమైందా? నేను ఇంకోసారి చెప్పనా? అర్థమైందా? ఇంకోసారి చెప్పనా?
సార్ ఒకసారి చెప్పరా సార్? మళ్ళీ
వినలేదు తమ్ముడు ఇందాక చెప్తున్నా చూడండి, మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి చెప్తాను.
సార్ చెప్పండి.
So here intrinsic absorption is also in the presence of water vapor. This water vapor, this vibration resonance occurred at 0 OH ions occurred at 2.73 micrometers. That is the statement given there. So I would like to explain what is the thermal resonance of the OH ion. So for that I take the example of thermal agitation. So thermal agitation, what is the thermal agitation? Whenever there is a crystal structure is there, some energy is absorbed by the crystal structure, that material, that crystal material, that particular area, at a localized area, thermal energy increases. Because of that, the crystal which is bounded in the crystal lattice will now start vibrating because of thermal energy. So that is nothing but thermal agitation. In the similar manner, the OH ion inside the crystal lattice, inside the glass core, now will agitate. Agitate means vibrate. So that vibration, when the vibration is there, automatically there is vibration, automatically resonance conditions and all other vibrational oscillatory conditions are applicable. So therefore, that's why they use the word of resonance also here. So vibrational resonance of OH ions occurs at 2.73 micrometers. That is the point. Fine. So it's a harmonic and combination tones with silica produce absorption set 1.39 wavelength and also 1.24 wavelength and also 0.95 wavelengths. So మనం ఇందాక మనం చూసినప్పుడు in the previous case OH ions vibrational resonance occurs at 2.73. So but is far beyond our wavelength regions. Our wavelength regions is generally 0.6 to 1.6. Whereas it is occurred at 2.73. So it seems to be there is no harm to our wavelength region. So if you see our wavelength regions are ఆప్టికల్ విండో రీజియన్స్. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ చెప్పాను నేను. ఆప్టికల్ విండో రీజియన్స్ ఏమవుతున్నాయి ఇక్కడ? సో ఆప్టికల్ విండో రీజియన్స్ ఏమవుతున్నాయి? ఇదిగోండి, ఇది అటెన్యూయేషన్ డిబి అనుకుంటే కనుక, సో ఇది కనుక వేవ్ లెంగ్త్ కనుక లాంబ్డా తీసుకుంటే మనం ఏమవుతుంది? అటెన్యూయేషన్. సో అటెన్యూయేషన్ ఈజ్ సో 0.6 to 1.6, 0.6 to 1.6 అంటే ఈ రీజియన్ నుంచి సో అప్ టు దిస్ రీజియన్, దిస్ ఈజ్ యూస్ఫుల్ రీజియన్. సో 0.6 ముందు చూసిన we have lot of attenuation, more attenuation. After 1.6 also lot of attenuation, more attenuation. In between we have the low attenuation. However, we will see in the next classes, in the next coming classes, we will see even though in 0.6 to 1.6 micrometers, some of the wavelengths are having low attenuation, and some of the wavelengths have high attenuation that we can see. So at some wavelengths we can observe more attenuation. These more attenuations because of various mechanisms. That too, in particular, we are discussing about the material absorption. Similarly, scattering. Similarly, dispersion. So these are similarly bending losses. So whatever it is, scattering and absorption, these two are attenuations because of the materials, fiber materials. So there is a discussion between the attenuation versus optical window. సో అంటే మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేసిన మెటీరియల్స్ను బట్టే మనకి వేవ్ లెంగ్స్ అలౌడ్ వేవ్ లెంగ్స్ వస్తాయి అన్నమాట. సో అలౌడ్ వేవ్ లెంగ్త్ ఏదవుతుంది అని అంటే ఆ వేవ్ లెంగ్స్ దేని మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటాయి? బేస్డ్ ఆన్ మెటీరియల్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్స్ అండ్ స్కాటరింగ్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్స్. సో దీస్ 2 పాయింట్స్ అన్నమాట. ఇవి రెండు డిసైడ్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి. నౌ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ క్లారిటీ దట్ so and so wavelengths are useful for us and some of the wavelengths are not useful for us. So then we can draw the complete attenuation versus wavelength standard graph. So from that we can identify some of windows. Already identified some windows, 800 nanometers window, so 1000 nanometers window, 1100 nanometers window, so it's in 1330 nanometers window, 1550 nanometers window. So some windows we identified. So already given that window tabular form. So we will again go back to that point and we will finalize. So because of so and so absorptions and material absorptions and material dispersions and some other material scattering, these are all occurs. So that is the final figure. Now you can see in the graph itself, I included this particular explanation here. You can see in the next presentation, you can see here, its harmonic and combination tones with the silica produce absorption at 1.39, 1.24 and 0.95 micrometer wavelengths. So you can see here, there is a kink. So there is a kink here. See, చూడండి ఒకసారి మీరు చూడండి an arrow మనకి అక్కడ మీకు ఫామ్ అయింది. సో దిస్ arrow ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది చూడండి, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా arrow ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది అని అంటే ఇదిగోండి అక్కడ, అంటే 1.4 to 4 కి వెనక, అంటే 1.3 దగ్గర, అంటే 1.39 నియర్లీ. సో చూడండి ఇంకోసారి చూపిస్తాను. సో దెర్ ఈస్ ఏ పీక్ పాయింట్. దట్ పీక్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ attenuation is high. కిందకి పక్కన attenuation is low అన్నమాట. సో యాక్సిస్ y యాక్సిస్ లో attenuation హై టు లో ఉంది చూడండి, లో టు హై, పై కింద నుంచి పైకి. సో ఎట్ దిస్ కింగ్ పాయింట్ దట్ ఈస్ నియర్లీ 1.39. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ టోన్ ఇదిగోండి, సెకండ్ టోన్ ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది 1.24. సో హియర్ 1.24. సిమిలర్లీ సమ్ 0.95 micrometers. ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది చూడండి 0.95 micrometers. So at these wavelengths you can see there is a peaks. So those peaks are means for particular wavelengths absorption is high. ఏమా వింటున్నారా నిహారిక?
ఎస్ సార్, చెప్పండి సార్.
అర్థమైందమ్మా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఓకే, అదనమాట. అంటే బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రిన్సిక్ ఆర్ ఇంట్రిన్సిక్ ఆర్ హైడ్రోజన్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీ OH effect. So anyhow these are all the peaks. అంటే peak means attenuation peaks. కానీ కాన్వర్స్ కావాలి మనకి, attenuation should not be high, మనకు తక్కువ ఉండాలి మనకి, అది పాయింట్ అన్నమాట. సో కాబట్టి దీంట్లో ఏమవుతుంది, వీటిలో కోసం మనం కొన్ని న్యూ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఫైబర్స్ ని ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తారు. సో వాట్ దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ డ్రై ఫైబర్స్ అండ్ OH ion concentration is reduced. So that is very important to such a low values that the 1.39 micrometer peak almost disappears. సో కాబట్టి ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ డ్రై ఫైబర్స్ మనం తయారు చేస్తే కనుక So this particular peak will be disappears. So కాబట్టి దానికోసం ఇంకొక ఫిగర్ చూపించాం ఇక్కడ మీకోసం. సో కన్వెన్షనల్ ఫైబర్ చూస్తే కనుక మీరు కన్వెన్షనల్ ఫైబర్లో చూడండి, జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే కన్వెన్షనల్ ఫైబర్లో ఇదిగోండి, ఇది కన్వెన్షనల్ ఫైబర్ తాలూకు ఫిగర్. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏమవుతుందనంటే వీఆర్ అబ్జర్వింగ్ దట్ సమ్ ఇదిగోండి ఈ ఏరియా అంతా కూడాను పీక్లో ఉంది. సో దట్ విల్ బి రిమూవ్డ్ ఇన్ ది డ్రై ఫైబర్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్ హియర్, రైట్? కమింగ్ టు ది నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్. సో అబ్జార్ప్షన్స్ అంటే నేను బాగా మనం చాలా డీప్గానే దీంట్లో డిస్కషన్స్ అన్ని చేసుకున్నాం. సో నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ టు ది scattering. In the scattering we have linear scattering and also Rayleigh scattering. The linear scattering is now further divided into Rayleigh scattering and Mean scattering. So some other is non-linear scattering. Non-linear scatterings, they are called Brownian scattering and Raman scattering. So one more scattering is there, that is Mean scattering. Under the subdivision of Rayleigh scattering we can see. So in the Rayleigh scattering is the fundamental loss mechanism arising from the local microscopic fluctuations in density. Local microscopic fluctuations in density. So that word, if you see, what is that? You can see here, local microscopic fluctuations in density. While manufacturing, while draw the fiber into the cylindrical core, the hot liquid glass is drawn into the cylindrical glass fibers. Cylindrical fiber, they are drawn. అంటే ఏంటి, తీగం లాగా సాగుతూ ఉంటుంది కదా. While they are drawn into the fiber of length, desired length, the density of the fiber will vary. So in a particular region it is high density, in a particular region maybe low density. So in a particular region high density, in a particular region maybe low density. So high density regions, some clusters of regions we can identify. Remember that these are all homogeneous. So same materials, not inhomogeneous. So whenever it has happened, so silica molecules move randomly. Okay, silica materials are moved randomly in the molten state and freeze in the plate during fiber fabrication. So density fluctuation leads to random fluctuations of the refractive index on the scale smaller than the optical wavelength. So automatically whenever there is a density variation, refractive index variation is there. That is the point. So now this particular, so you can see here, this particular thing is high refractive index. So here scattering occurs. So automatically whenever the scattering means, so when a light is propagating like this, light ray, there is a obstacle here, automatically the light scattered. Light scattered like this. So in this light with different directions it can take, or wavelength may change or sometimes it will reflect back into the source, or it will add another component to the forward direction. So these are all nothing but scattering effects. So Rayleigh scattering. So what is this? Rayleigh scattering means the scattering of the light in the medium is known as the Rayleigh scattering. The scattering cross sections varies as lambda to the power of -4 as a result. So ante 1 by lambda to the power of 4 anamata. 1 by lambda to the power of 4. So it's a variation. The intrinsic loss of silica fibers from Rayleigh scattering can be written as, so alpha R is equal to C by lambda power 4. So alpha R is equal to C by lambda to the power of 4. So that is very important. Some relation here. And this Rayleigh coefficient, the problems ఇస్తుంటారు దీని మీద. Rayleigh coefficient. Please note down this. Rayleigh coefficient, some gamma R is equal to 8 pi cube by 3 lambda to the power of 4 of n to the power 8 refractive index P square beta I kBT. kBT అనేది Boltzmann constant and thermal energy. This T suffix by F is called as fixed US temperature. Fixed US temperature. Fixed US temperature means fixed US temperature ante KT is the thermal constant parameter, KT. Here K is the Boltzmann constant and TF here is specially given as TF. TF is nothing but fixed US temperature. That is, fixed US temperature means where the glass is solidified. At a particular temperature, it still solidifies. So that temperature is very, very important here, because at the temperature only the density variations are observed. Fine. So where the attenuation is also given with the relation here, 10 log base 10 of 1 by R, where R is nothing but exponential gamma R by L. So very simple logic here. So where these are the points where lambda is the optical length, refractive index n, average photoelastic coefficient, and beta isothermal compressibility at temperature TF, where TF is nothing but fixed US temperature. Or fictive, or దీని ఏమంటారంటే ఫిక్టివ్ టెంపరేచర్ అంటారు. ఇక్కడ లేదక్కడ నోట్ చేసుకోండి, అక్కడ మీరు అలా కేబీఎస్ బోల్ట్జ్మాన్ కాన్స్టెంట్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ Raman effect, sorry, Rayleigh coefficient and Rayleigh scattering. So the same thing can be given with the graph. So if you see the graph here, the attenuation levels is somewhat high, whereas in the absorption and their see 1 minute. So here see here చూడండి, ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, ఇది Rayleigh scattering ఇక్కడ ఉంది చూడండి, ఇది Rayleigh scattering, ఈ లైన్ అంతా Rayleigh scattering. So it is go on decreasing when the lambda increases. So however its value is again increases after 1.6. So 1.8 తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట Rayleigh scattering. Whereas the Rayleigh scattering is value is higher nearer to the 4 dB per km. So it is at 1 point at 800 nanometers, it is around 4. whereas at 1.55 it is around 1. So 1 to 1.2. So you can see, depending on the constraints of the fiber core, that range, constant C value range is 0.7 to 0.9 dB, and also this value is nearly 0.12 to 1.6 dB per km at lambda is called 1.55 micrometers. Here it is. Here this value. ikkada anamata. So now you can go to the next scattering called as Mie scattering. So next scattering is called Mie scattering. Oh, time avutundi. So shall we continue this class in the next class? Topics.
Here's what I found.
ఏమ్మా నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ చెప్పుకుందామా? ఇది టైం చూసుకోలేదు నేను, మధ్యలో ఎవరు మాట్లాడలేదు, చెప్పని కూడా చెప్పలేదు నాతో. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎవరండి? 2 o'clock
STDV సార్.
సరే రెడీ అయిపోయి ఉంటారు మేడం గారు. సరే ఎట్లయితే సో మనం రామన్ స్కాటరింగ్ వరకు కంప్లీట్ అయింది. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో స్కాటరింగ్స్ ఇంకా మనం మీ స్కాటరింగ్, బ్రౌనియన్ అండ్ రామన్ స్కాటరింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. దాని తర్వాత వి విల్ గో ఫర్ ది డిస్పర్షన్. ఓకే, లేదంటే బెండింగ్ లాసెస్కి వెళదాం. సో ఇది ఇంతవరకు చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఓకే, నాకు స్వాతి మేడం, ఇది ఎందుకని నాకు ఇది రావట్లేదు నేను చెక్ చేయడానికి? మన
ఏంటి సార్?
ఇది పోల్ చేయడానికి నేను క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి నాకు ఎలా?
అది కనుక్కుంటా సార్, నాకు తెలియదు.
నాకు లేదు పోల్ మనం చేయొచ్చు. నాకు కంప్లీట్ గా నేను కనుక క్రియేట్ చేస్తే పోల్ నేను ఇవ్వచ్చు అనుకుంటా. మీకు పంపిస్తాను, ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి ఒకసారి పోల్. ఫైన్. ఇంకొకసారి అటెండెన్స్ సెకండ్ క్లాస్ లో ఆ మేడం రాధా మేడం కూడా చెప్పండి అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకోమని చెప్పి. అయితే ఇది ఒక 5 minutes లేట్ అవుతుంది. ఒకసారి రాజారావు సాయి, ఇది 3:15 క్లాసు మీకు అవుతుందా? సిఆర్టీ క్లాసెస్ ఏంటి, వాటి మీద మీ ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఎలా జరుగుతున్నాయి?
సార్ అది